Well, I'm recording this now as a Zoom meeting. It won't let me post it into my Facebook group, the Successfully Drop Size with Your Mind. So I don't know what that's all about. I will do this recording and I will put it in the group as soon as I can. So everybody who jumps on the call, I will see you and I will let you in, and I will carry on doing the training that way, and I will let the training go into the group as soon as I can just transfer it over. Look, we are having an amazing time realizing that we are creators. We have created the body that we're in. I often talk about dress sizes. I also often talk about excess weight, but it's anything that we're creating on the body. I talk about from weight to sciatica, and it could be autoimmune disease, it could be chronic fatigue, it could be aches in the hips, it could be headaches, it could be neck and shoulder aches. Your body is talking to you, and this is what I want to talk to you about tonight, and how you can recode your mind, recode your body, because there's nothing that responds faster than your body to what you think and what you feel. You can take that in, and if you can understand what that's all about. I know that I've had, sciatica, ringworm, weight, hip ache, neck ache, backache, sciatica, abnormal smears, ovarian cysts, cystitis, that sometimes all these things that just floor me. And sometimes it's not until you have a complete health scare that you just kind of go, what the hell is going on here? I want to change this. I need to get back in control of my body. I don't understand this. Now, one of the things I know for absolute sure, and this is why I want to do this training now, is that doctors, dietitians, personal trainers, osteopaths, whoever you're going to help you with your body, they're only doing half a job. They're not asking you the other questions that are really on the creative side as to how your body is creating itself. So you can turn around any ailment, anything that's going on in your body, you can turn that around 180 degrees. You can go from here to there by changing what you think and changing what you believe and changing what you feel in your body. As a body whisperer, I got to understand more and more about what is creating you from what's happening on the inside. So you can recode your mind. Now, day one, we're going to be talking about your mind. We're going to be looking deeply into your mind. And I'm going to be asking you some questions so that you can just know what you are creating and what you can create in future. Now, before we go into any of that, I've got to know, just some house rules. So I'm going to be showing up here for the next 3 days. I'm sorry that Facebook and Zoom would not integrate themselves and allow me to record and post directly onto Facebook group. So I'll be showing up here for the next 3 days to do that, to go through your mindset, your attitude to do with your body, your energy to do with your body, and just showing you exactly what can actually change within your body. I'll be here for about 30 minutes all in all. I don't want to make it too long because it's really deep training. And the training goes on because the questions I'm going to ask you, you can go away and do, and you can just dig a little bit deeper, dive a little bit deeper and understand what's going on with your body, what's going on in your mind, and what's going on with your soul, because your soul is sending you the ailments that you have just to say, hello, I'm here, I matter, I can really, really help you if you allow me to have soul assistance. So this training is for 3 days. It's an in-depth training, and it's really about showing you how you get to create yourself on purpose using your mind, which is all to do with today. The big missing link when you want to drop dress sizes, or when you want to find out what's going on with your hip, when you want to go on, find out what's going on with your sciatica, or whatever's going on in your body, when your body and your soul is just going, help, help, stop doing that, stop using these same patterns over and over and over again. There's something missing. There's a big missing element. There's a big missing link, if you like, and it's to do with your mind. And it's a real shame, because the answer is just at your very fingertips, and you have the solution right at the tip of your tongue, right at the end of your fingertips. And it can be really, really easy just to turn all of that around. So you can make change happen for you. All you need to do is apply the teaching that I'm showing you while you're on this 3-day challenge, and participate in the experience. Now, participation means that you're up for it, means that you're ready to go, means that you are burning hot, you're ready to do this and have a change in your body. Now, if you're just sitting back and watching and not participating, you're not one of my clients. You're accepting mediocre. You're, well, I'll listen, but you know, it's okay. It's not a burning desire. I think the burning desire comes for a lot of people when you get hit with a sledgehammer symptom. Now, for a lot of us, it has to do with weight, but it can go deeper than that. You know, like if the weight's not bothering you enough, ovarian cysts will. Not being able to walk down the stairs or around the house, or pick up your kids, or run around with your kids, or walk up the hill, that will get your attention. Or I had a hairdresser who just wasn't able to work anymore because her wrist was just, she had to have it in a sling the whole time, but it was her livelihood. As soon as your health affects your livelihood, she has your attention. So let's just sort out the weight first, because sometimes the weight is the second thing that happens when you've got patterns going on in your mind. Those kind of patterns come from criticisms, complaining, anger, frustration, hurt, sadness, all those energies that flow through the body that get jammed, that get stuck in you somehow, and you hold on to the story and you keep repeating it about criticism, or you keep repeating it about rejection, or you keep repeating it about frustration, or you keep repeating it about something else. Eventually it creates form on your body. That is absolutely the divine truth about how you are creating your body. It is an absolutely fantastic, sensitive barometer to what's going on around you. And you know for sure if you're carrying weight or if you're carrying a symptom. It is being created by your body and your soul to get your attention, because you are consistently thinking about something. It's not just because you're eating too much or you're not exercising. It is because something's happening and you don't want to look at it, and it triggers you, and you go off and eat and don't exercise. It's kind of that screwy, it's that different. But everybody who's just working on the surface level, looking at exterior influences, oh, food, I'll just change my food. I know, I did this for years, just trying to change my food and just trying to change what was going on in my body, but I wasn't changing what was going in and around my mind. I certainly wasn't changing that, wasn't feeding myself in a very healthy way, because I really wasn't, changing what was going on in my mind at all. And I was feeling hurt, and I was feeling sad, and I was feeling sorry for myself, and I was feeling this, that, and the other. And all of those things accumulated until my body reflected that. It craved the heavy foods, it craved the carbohydrates, it craved the sludgy foods. Something else that happened for me as well is my body shape changed. And I saw myself in a reflection one day, and I saw that I resembled the body of a family member. I resembled the body of my mother. And I went, oh, isn't that odd? Don't like it. Don't like it at all. But isn't that odd? I wonder where I am mimicking her thoughts, or I'm mimicking what she says, or my ways of doing things. I wonder where I'm repeating what she says, which clearly affected my body in the same way. It's that snazzy. It's that awesome. So I'm going to be asking you some questions tonight, and if you can answer those for yourself deeply and honestly, and then feed them back in the group, because participation allows you to know that your body is hearing you and that you're prepared to look a little bit deeper other than just the surface value of what's going on you physically. You see, the thing all starts on the inside and it comes outside and lands on you on a body, because you are a spiritual being having a human experience. If you try and change that from the outside, you never get below the skin. You know, you never get below what's really going on the inside. It's an inside job. So that is what we're talking about here. So I want you to know that it is totally possible to change your body when you change your mind, your mindset, and what you want to create for yourself. When you see what it is that you want to create, just making sure that nobody wants to else wants to hop on. So you need to be able to apply different thoughts when you are trying to create your body on purpose. And we're just going to show you the extremity of where you're thinking now and where you want to be thinking. And you can see the difference. You kind of go, well, this is where I want to be, but this is what I'm currently thinking. There's a little bit of a gap that I need to sort of bridge this gap so that I can start having a different experience with my body. So you have the power. You are an incredible creator. You are an amazing creator. You're here to be a creator. And if you know already that you are naturally creating, because you created already, you are creating the body that you are in, you are creating the circumstances around you, you are creating the home that you live in, you are creating the relationships you're in, you know, from your business to your body to your beloved. You are creating, and I'm sure that you have created some pretty amazing things already. And don't be swung for the fact that it's just to do with the positive. You've also created some of the negative stuff as well. So we're just going to pop out in the next 3 days just to show you, just to reveal what you are actually creating by the way you are thinking. So when I say you can successfully drop your dress sizes with your mind, you absolutely, absolutely can. This is the work that I do, and I've seen ladies drop more than the average 2 pounds that they're expected to drop. I had several ladies who had a function to go to or something like that, and I'm going to show you the exercises that I did with them, which allow them to make a quantum leap with their body and allow them to know that their soul was listening to them, their body was listening to them, and they got the image, they got the picture, they got the real clarity, they got the detail, they got the coloured in image, they got so much detail, and the body went, oh, that's what you want. Gosh, I thought you wanted a heavy body because you keep giving me heavy thoughts. I thought you wanted to have a troublesome body, a body that you hate because you keep telling me how much you hate me. All right. So this is what you want, all right? And then the longer you can stay in that energy, the more you're likely to be able to create that body on purpose. You have the power. We just need to create it by using visions and feelings and mentally thinking different things. Now, most women that I deal with who look to do with weight or to do with changing some sort of craving or changing some sort of physical problem that they have in their body, they haven't taken the time to really discover what it is that they want. So they're kind of on scatterbrained. Like if I said to somebody exactly how much do you want to lose and when, I'd often get the answer, 30 pounds, 50 pounds. All right, okay, more specific. Is there any more numbers in there? What was your best weight that you ever were? Would you like to get back to that? Oh yeah, I'd like to get back to size 10 or size 12, or maybe American sizes are slightly different. I'd like to get back to this body. And okay, so what would the outfit be that you would love to wear again? Oh right, yeah, so I was at that function, I was wearing that dress. And then I'd say, so how did that feel on your body? Never really thought about it. I said, well, what's the lining of the dress? What is the lining feeling like? Is it silky? Is it cotton? Is it, can you feel the colour coming through if it's a colour to the dress? What are you wearing on your feet? What hat are you wearing? What earrings are you wearing? How's your makeup? How's your accessories? What jewellery? How did you do your hair that day? Details. So this is what I'm just going to start you with today so that you can have a little bit of fun with this. So, clarity. We really need to get very, very clear of what you want to move towards. Now, ladies, if it's not to do with weight as to why you are in this particular group, then you can imagine something else. So when I ask you, what do you want to create in the next phase of your life? How do you see yourself when you're walking? Now, whether it's to do with weight, body size, agility, if it's to do with how you swish when you walk, how much energy you have, just put all of that into this detailed description that you're going to do for yourselves. So this is one of the first questions. What do you want to create exactly in the next phase of your life? So for example, how do you walk as the woman in the next phase of her life? How are you walking? Imagine yourself walking into a room, into an office, into a conference room, around your house. How do you sit? What kind of expression do you have on your face? How do you talk? What's your tone of voice? What's your frequency? What's your rhythm? How does your voice sound? What are you wearing? What colour is it of what you're wearing? Is it a top? Is it a skirt? Is it an outfit? Is it a suit? What are you wearing? This is so important, so really dig deep here. How are your accessories? Your shoes? Are you wearing stockings or tights, or are you wearing boots or shoes or sandals? Is it a summer dress? Is it a heavy winter dress? Is there a jacket? What else do you have? Is there a coat? Just feel the weight of whatever you're wearing on your body and have the experience of all your senses. So how does the dress smell when you're wearing it? How does the whole outfit smell? What kind of colour is it? Are there different colours? Is it flowery? Is it patterned? Is there lace? How does it feel underneath your skin? How does the material feel? Get all your senses in there and really create that, because it's an experience for your body to have when you can feel it. You can feel the weight of it touching your skin. You can feel the lining on the inside of the dress. How does this woman put on her makeup? What kind of jewellery does she choose to wear? How does she have her hair cut? How are her nails and her jewellery? How does she take care of herself? How is she taking care of her business? What does she do during the day? How does she go from one task to the next task? How does she take care of herself, and how does she take care of her money? How does she take care of her close relationships? What close relationships does she have? Does she have children? Does she have a partner? Parents, elderly parents? How does she handle all of that? How does she handle the people in the office? How does she handle her clients? Just feel into who you are becoming in the next phase of your life. These are just a few of like 100 questions to really focus you very, very clearly as to what it is that you want. How much energy do you want at the end of the day? What kind of food do you want to be eating? What gives you great pleasure? Is it the cuddles, and is it the hugs? Is it being out in nature? What is it that just For me, it's adventure. That's one of my greatest values, is that I want to know that I'm alive in my body. That's why I take care of my body on a different level. I'm not super sporty, but I have got energy. And I do like the thrill of, say, horse riding or something like that. Now, that's not everybody's bag, but I also do enjoy sitting on the settee under a blanket reading a book or in cuddles. So how are you experiencing your body? So what do you want to create in the next phase of your life? And if it's a dress and things, what size are you? How does it feel? Like, how do you think about your body? I don't actually. It's just a non-issue. It's so easy. It's just one of just so much less to think about. One of the fewer lesser things to think about these days that I just don't have whirling around my head. What am I going to eat? What am I going to wear? I enjoy opening the wardrobe and looking in and just seeing what I have to wear. I'm enjoying, what am I going to do this evening? I've still got energy now at the end of the day, so I can spend some time with my family. So the second question then, once you've dug a little bit into that one, what 3 things will you be doing differently when you are this woman? When you've created and you're living in the body of the woman in the next phase of your life. Remember, we're going down the scale and we're just seeing who you are, who you want to create in great detail in the next phase of your life. What are you doing? Are you standing on stage? What kind of car are you driving? Who are you? So what are 3 things that you'll be doing differently when you are this woman in the next phase of your life? I get people who say, I'm going to go and get a super bloody good photo shoot. I'm going to go shopping and I'm going to buy a whole new wardrobe. Well, that's kind of guaranteed, because if I can get you to lose 5 stone or 50 pounds in as many months, like 5 months, guaranteed you are going to be spending money on a new wardrobe. Your pants are going to be falling off. What else? Oh yeah, probably going to be looking for a boyfriend if you haven't got one. You're going to be a lot more active with your kids. There's so many. What 3 things are you going to be doing very differently when you're in the body in the next phase of your life that you are now creating? If you can't see it, imagine it, it won't happen. So I'm getting you to just create it, imagine it, put it up on the film screen and just kind of go, whoa, yeah, that is what I want. Maybe there's several different versions of different people doing different things, and you kind of go, that is what I want to do. That is an element of her I'd like, and that is an element of her I'd like, and you bring it all into your own creation. So you're creating yourself in the next phase of your life. So the next question, number 3, so that we can pop out the resistance, so we can actually see what's stopping you actually doing it and getting there. We need to be able to pop out the resistance. So we need to be able to see what's going on behind the surface, what's going on maybe a little bit further back. Where are you in your current reality? How do you feel in your body? So now we're going down this end of the scale. We are looking at the other perspective. We're saying, doesn't feel good when I look at myself in the mirror. Doesn't feel good that I don't have that much energy. Doesn't feel good that I think I have to work so hard at this, compared to, oh my God, life is a breeze at the other end. So we're just popping out the resistance. So where are you now? What is your current situation in your body? Where do you feel it in your body? What do you feel? How does it feel in your body? Is it heavy? Does it make you feel sick? So, exhausted? What is it that you're feeling in your body? What is your body telling you? She's been sending you that feeling for quite a while. So just have a look and just be very centered, be very quiet, and just ask yourself, what is it that I'm feeling right now? You really need to know both ends of the spectrum. so that we can just push that out, and then we know what we need to clear. Number four, fourth question. What is your current belief and why you can't have the body you want to enjoy, the energy or the success you want? What is your current belief about that? Your beliefs might end up being, but I just can't have it. There's just too much emotional stuff going on for me. I've never had it before. I can't have it. I don't know. It's just, I'm not perfect. I don't know if I can. I don't deserve it. There's an awful lot of kind of things that go on in the background that we sabotage ourselves with. So what is it that's popping into your mind? Put the video on pause. Go through the question. Go into the question and allow yourself to answer that question really truthfully and honestly and full-heartedly. What is your current belief why you cannot have the body, the health, the energy, or the success you want getting into the woman in the next phase of her life? That was question 4. Nearly done. Question 5. Why do you believe that? If I was your doctor and I was asking you all these questions to just find out what was going on, why do you believe that? Nobody's ever asked you that before. Why do you believe it's not possible for you? Why do you believe that you can only create because that's your past experience? Well, never happened before, it's not going to happen now, is it? I've lost weight, I've gained weight, I've lost weight, I've gained weight. You've never done it with your mind aligned with your soul before. You've never gone in and changed how you want to show up in the world from the inside out. You've done it from the outside in, but you only got to the skin level. You've only got to what you're feeding your body, not what you're feeding your mind or how you're feeding your soul. So why do you believe that? What pops up? Can't have it, don't deserve it, not worthy of it. Tried, didn't work. What comes up? These are all the things that we can clear. And the 6th and the last question, how does that thinking keep you safe? How does that thinking keep you safe? If you don't go for it, you stay in mediocrity, comfort zone, you don't go for it, maybe you don't look like a failure, maybe you don't look like you're silly, maybe you don't look like you're tried and it didn't work. What a schmuck. So question 1, what do you want to create in the next vision of your life? Ta-da! There she is. What 3 things will you be doing differently when you're in that next phase of your life, in this healthy, exuberant, energized body? Where are you now on the other end of the scale? Where are you now? What's your current reality? What is your current belief why you cannot have the body, the energy, the health, the fitness, or the success in all of that you want? Question 5, why do you believe that? And how does this keep you safe? How does it keep you safe? How does it keep you in your comfort zone? I invite you to open up your mind to find a deep love for yourself and just step out, branch out of that comfort zone and what you believe is possible for you. You haven't imagined what you want to be in the next phase of your life because nobody's asked you. To do with your health, your ailments, whatever, like how healthy do you want to be? Your current identity and the way you think about yourself has you locked in a set point. Like you will always come back to that set point because that's the way you think about yourself. True. I've had ladies to say, I have lost so much weight, and it all went back on because they still thought about themselves as a heavyweight, unfit, not able to do it person, even though they starved themselves and they'd got to that level. Poof! You can't stay on a diet your whole life. My whole principle is the food, your body is a non-issue, and you didn't get there by dieting. Please no. Hell no. So your current identity has you locked in a pattern and a set point, like a glass ceiling. If you're talking about earnings, just like no, no, that's good enough. That's where I am. If we can just expand that and think out of the box, this is what I'm asking you to do. What is it that you want to create? The weight and the body symptoms are exactly what you believe are possible for you. If you cannot imagine it, you cannot create it. Changing your identity starts with your mind to create a clear image and a better version of what you want in the next phase of your life. Your choices are just different. You're just attracted to different foods. I can't explain it. It's magical. You're just like, I'm just not attracted to that anymore, because you are more important. And going out to dinner and things like that, it's just like, oh, that was delicious, but couldn't finish it all. That was just too much. You thoroughly enjoy your food. You know exactly what it is that you want to eat. You know exactly what kind of energy you want to have. And your body and your soul supports you with all of that. And it's all of a sudden, it's like, gone off that. I had, just to give you a short story, I was in a very bad relationship. I wrote about it just recently. It's a very violent and abusive relationship, and it sits in the body for a long time, and I've been doing some clearing about that. I'll let you read the post. I'll put it in the group later, because I know it's very similar to a lot of other people. It's just trauma in the body that we need to release. Anyway, it was my job to go on a Friday, to go shopping and that kind of thing. And I would buy salt and vinegar crisps. They were just the thing. I was like, I need those. And I'd buy the big bags of salt and vinegar crisps. And then I started doing this kind of work, and I got reconnected to my soul, and I learned all sorts of body coding techniques and clearing techniques, and looking at the patterns and like, oh, why is that coming up? That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, look, have the body of my mother, or have a body like I was like, that's not my body. It's not me. So when I started doing the clearing, and I'd go shopping again, and it wasn't to force myself not to buy the crisps. I could walk down the crisp aisle and kind of go, nah. I didn't stand all night at a party if I went out socially with my hand in the crisp bowl, because I was just vigilant. I was nervous the whole time, or whatever was going on for me. It's just your body just kind of goes, no, don't need that anymore. And I've had so many ladies say, I didn't believe I could ever get over that craving, but it just doesn't call me anymore. I just don't need it anymore. So with a clear mind and a clear vision, and once you're sending that image out to your body and your soul about who you want to be and how you want to feel in the next phase of your life, it just happens. But you have to get really clear first. You have to set your mind like, that's it, nothing else to do, I'm going to go for it. And you just sit in that vision of yourself every single day, and things begin to change. It's really, really beautiful and magical. So this is a soul-aligned vision, and once the soul can hear what you're after, she's like, aha, this feels much better than where we are. So she brings up things and you clear them. You understand the patterns of what's going on and the lower vibrations that you've got going on in your body, that you're eating your way through, and you're using food as a lid to keep all of those trembling emotions at bay. I mean, it's not difficult. It's not rocket science. It's like surgery without the tears. It's like, just why would I want to hold on to that? Why would I want to hold on to that in my emotions, normally in the belly and in the guts, especially around the womb and the area like that? That's where you carry a lot of emotions. So anything that's coming up for you, just know that it's there for release. And the more good energy that you put in, the more good thoughts that you put in, like a detox, sometimes they just overflow and come out, and sometimes you feel them on the way out again. You're totally safe, you're totally cared for, and your soul has your back. She wants you to feel clear and free of all those traumatic thoughts and everything else that she's sending you. It's the symptom that matches your thoughts. I'm going to call it a night now, and I'm hoping that this is really getting to the bones of you. This is really talking to your soul. We're really kind of linking in there so that you can just understand and just have a really clear, beautiful picture of who you want to be in the next phase of your life. I'll be back again tomorrow. I really hope that I can go on live and put it into the Facebook group so that you can see it and hear it. Answer the questions. The person who responds the most, who is most responsive and with the most in depth, and I can see is doing the work, is going to go in the hat, and I'm going to pull a name out of the hat after the 3 days. So on the Friday, I'll pull a name out of the hat, and I'll be giving you a breakthrough call. I'll let you have a breakthrough call just to see and show you exactly what's affecting and influencing you on another level. I am a body whisperer after all, and I'm helping you partner with your soul, because this is the whole experience of partnering with your soul, and it is the most beautiful experience you can imagine. It brings back youth and vitality, and can you imagine living a longer life? And this is something that's interesting that I wrote down earlier on. You will hit several targets, not to do with your body or your weight, but to do with your business, your beloved, and your body at the same time, when you start giving your body clear instructions, when you start giving your mind clear instructions, like really focused, clear, that's what I want, that's what I'm going for, that would be awesome. Wouldn't it be cool if I could go and do this, if I could wear that, if I could stand in front of the wardrobe and I've got a wardrobe full of designer clothes? Wouldn't it be awesome if I had so much energy by the end of the day that I can do this, 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 and this? I mean, just amazing stuff. Listen, ladies, if you know anyone else who would benefit from this, if you know anyone else who wants to change something in their body, if they've got symptoms coming up, if they've got problems arising, and you just kind of go, I get that, I know what's going on for her, then this is where she needs to be. We need to be showing you what you are exactly creating for yourself physically. It's a beautiful experience, like I said. And tomorrow we're going to be talking a little bit more about your actual attitude towards things, so you can understand how you feel that, because attitude's got more of a kind of feeling behind it. And on the 3rd day, we'll be doing more of the soulful stuff, the energy stuff, and I'll be taking you into a time when you can actually disintegrate the body and you can just start letting the energy flow through, which will help get rid of an awful lot of the blocks that you have. Remember that the energy is supposed to be flowing through your body like that, and it comes up against a block. Now your block is, this is what I believe, this is what happened to me, this is the situation, and the energy just blocks up and it dams up and it dams up and it dams up and it can't get out of the body. So I'm just going to be taking you through a meditation so that you can just release a lot of, create more space in between your cells, in between your particles of you, so that the energy can start flowing again. So that's on the 3rd day, so please join me for that. Again, absolutely brilliant to be here. I've created a group that I'm going to be starting, and I'm kind of thinking the 16th of November, where we will go deep into this. It'll be the most in-depth, intensive clearing of all the stuff that's blocking you. I'm going to put a link in the group tomorrow about that. It's just creating your new reality. It's a 90-day incubator where really smart, sassy women get to recreate their body. And like I said before, when you do one thing, you hit several targets all at the same time. Relationships change, your business changes. It raises your vibration, because your body is kind of the foundations, because it's holding onto a lot of negative energy. And if it's holding on to negative energy, negative thoughts, it just brings everything down. It brings your relationships down. It brings your business experience and potential and possibilities down as well. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much, ladies, for watching. Please say #replay, that you're getting this and that you answer my questions. Answer the questions that no one has ever bothered to ask you before about how your body is being created. I'm here to help you partner with your soul and to have the most beautiful experience and bring it into everyday life, bring it into everyday circumstances for you. So lots of love. Have a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you. And I shall see you again tomorrow.